Hello travelers and welcome to another theme battle in Pokemon Generation 1. Today again against Honig, and today we are representing Blaine and he will be representing Agatha, but this is like a younger version of them, like when they were still being trainers, Pokemon trainers. That's why some Pokemon are not at their full form yet. And Blaine still has his little Charmander there. He still didn't evolve it, so this should be quite interesting. So Honig will be representing Agatha, as I said, the Elite Four member. So she's also still a trainer. She's still at the middle of their adventure. That's what I'm trying to say. So there you go, the bell is starting up and she's gonna be leading. Honig will be leading with his Haunter and I'm gonna be leading with my Ponyta. He will go for Confuse Ray right away. I'm gonna hit myself into Confusion, but we do believe in Ponyta. I tried to Fire Spin. He's gonna try to substitute. Ponyta will manage to go through that Confusion, go for that Fire Blast. You better get yourself a Burn Hail. Yeah, it's not about a Dragonite now, it's all about a Burn Hail because I'm Blaine and I'm here to spam fire. So anyways, I will go into my Clefairy. This time he went for Psychic. And apparently Blaine has a Clefable on Pokemon Stadium, so that's the reason behind this Clefairy. So Confuse Ray again, but this time the coin flip ended up in our favor. And we're actually gonna not hit ourselves in the Confusion, and I'm gonna be able to paralyze him with the Thunder Wave and go for that Fire Blast. Why Fire Blast? Because I'm Blaine and you better have some Burn Heals. That's the reason behind Fire Blast on everything. So we will go back into Ponyta and then he's gonna reveal Rest. So yeah, that's gonna help him cure that paralysis from Thunder Wave, and it's also gonna, you know, help him recover some health. But I'm not gonna try to make him have it for free because I'm out here spamming Fire Blast, but that one right there missed. And I'm like, Ponyta, please, just spam and burn. Spam and burn, because that's what we do, because we are Blaine. He goes for Psychic, and another one should be able to finish him off, and there you go. That's the end of the Haunter, and the Haunter is out of the way. Yeah, that was a pain, but we got him out of the way. That's how we do things. With Fire Blast spam, we get the job done. So now in comes Ekans. And I know by experience that this thing carries the Earthquake. It can actually learn Earthquake. Yep. A little Ekans can learn Earthquake. I know this by experience. So I was trying to go for Fire Spin, but I missed. And he was able to set up a sub, and I'm like, okay, let's just break this substitute. And he's gonna glare at our face, and I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. He goes for sub. I'm like, Ponyta, okay, good job, break that substitute. We don't want anything to be behind the substitute because that would make things more complicated. And there's the Earthquake. He was not able to get a free substitute out of the situation, which is very lucky from us. And the Ponyta will drop. And now in comes the Rhyhorn. The Rhyhorn is gonna actually try to set up a sub too, so we'll see how this goes. If we set up a sub with our Rhyhorn, yep, he ended up switching out into the Ivysaur, and we are behind the substitute, so that means I'm gonna go for Fire Blast. Probably Earthquake would have done more, but we are Blaine. We are trying to Fire Blast, we are trying to burn, which we did. You better have some Burn Heals because we are burning everything. Everything is burning. Yeah, that's the power. So he goes for Substitute. I mean, he goes for Leech Seed on my Substitute because Gen 1. And yeah, you can Leech Seed substitutes. It is what it is. And you can also use the draining moves like Mega Drain on substitutes. Something they have changed in Gen 2. In Gen 2, if something's behind the substitute, don't try to Giga Drain it or Mega Drain it or something, because it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. But in Gen 1 everything works, so that's how it is. So in comes the Cubone, and I'm like, okay, should I go into Clefairy? Yes, I'm going to Clefairy. Why did I go into Clefairy? Don't ask me. He goes for Ice Beam. That's quite interesting, because that would have hit the Rhyhorn super effectively, and it could have also had the chance to freeze it. And speaking of ice moves, I have the Blizzard, and it's yeah, incredible. So another one should finish him off, but I'm gonna go for Fire Blast because Blaine fire. But this time he's gonna be faster, so the more you know. Cubone and Clefairy have a speed size, so interesting, right? And now in comes the Charmander. Cubone is quite defensive, so I was like, yeah, Slash always great, but he's gonna survive with a Sliver! And he's gonna hit me with that super effective Earthquake, and I'm like, oh my god. But Charmander will survive! Charmander survives! That's incredible, I can't believe he survived, and I can't believe I survived. That's nuts! That's nuts! But there you go, the Cubone is out of the way. So I was like, okay, in comes the Zubat, let's Fire Blast him, but this time it will miss. This time it will miss. That's the downside of Fire Blast. The downside of Fire Blast, but I just had to use Fire Blast because it has the chance to burn, and we are Blaine, and you better have a burn heal. So in comes my Rhyhorn. He will go for Toxic, but I have the Rock Slide. Stab, super effective, and that's a crit. Okay, and yeah, he has 2 Pokemon left. Let's see how this will end up. Rhyhorn has the advantage against so many of his Pokemon, because especially because the Ghost types don't have Levitate in this gen, and they're all part poison, so Rhyhorn can, yeah, I mean, it gives us a huge advantage. So the Earthquake didn't do much because of our huge defenses, and now in comes the last Pokemon of Agatha, of Honig. It's gonna be Ghastly. There's the Mega Drain. And the Rhyhorn will drop. It's 4 times super effective. We have Flareon and Magmar. But Flareon, I believe in Flareon. And Honig actually believes in Ghastly. So this is the ultimate fight. And Confuse Ray, we did not hit ourselves. Fire Blast is a 2-hit KO. Out of all 4 of my moves, I can only hit him with Fire Blast, which is insane. Now he's gonna go for Thunderbolts. I'm gonna hit myself. And he believes in Ghastly, and I believe in Flareon. Which Pokemon do you guys believe in? Let me know. Thunderbolts got the paralysis. I'm gonna hit myself in the confusion again. And the Thunderbolts, will it be enough? But Flareon hangs on. The confusion, we're gonna go through everything. The paralysis, the confusion. Get the Fire Blast hit. And that's the KO. And that's the game for Blaine. So good game, Honig. It was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more, and allons-y.